Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. So today I just want us to talk about something very quickly that's bothering me. I actually made a video on TikTok, but I thought, you know what, let me come to YouTube as well. I want us to talk about the members of the EFF that are leaving or that have left, who have joined the MK, who have been paraded around as some form of show off. That they've left the EFF and they've joined MK, that the leaders of the EFF, what do they call them? Oh, prominent leaders of the EFF are leaving, are joining MK. I want us to talk about that behavior and that show off. And then I want us to talk about this manipulative narrative that we are a family. We should not divide black people. What, at whose expense? At whose expense are we a family? Yeah, nothing bores me like that narrative, that manipulative narrative that we are black people. We should seek to narrate, which anyway I'm not against, but whose banner are we supposed to narrate under? So we are black people as long as we are uniting under the MK banner as the fighters. As long as we are uniting under the MK banner, we are a family. Why are we not uniting under the EFF? So we are a family as long as the people from the EFF are leaving the EFF and joining the MK. That's not how family works. When we are a family, we build each other. When we are a family, we make sure that we are climbing the ranks together. I don't tear you down for me to climb up. For us, when we are a family. So I just want us to debate that narrative because it annoys me. It annoys me to the fullest, and I feel like it's manipulative. Secondly, I do want us to just touch on Helen Zille and her meltdown. In fact, the entire DA's meltdown of, what's this guy, Silas Brink, for being removed as the mayor of Tshwane. Like, they are having a meltdown, and it's funny because Mayor Gwamanda was removed not too long ago, and no one had a meltdown. They removed him, and he moved. So now when it's the DA, all of a sudden, hey, man, the DA is so manipulative. They are so manipulative. When it comes to them and what they want, hey, it's the rule of law. When it comes to them and what they don't want, it's no longer the rule of law. They are also talking about the DA. They are talking about, we have numbers in Tshwane, forgetting that they constituted an entire government in KZN and they left up the MK, the people that had the highest numbers, and they didn't care about their voters. But when it comes to them, all of a sudden, Goku, the rule of law. Yes, the DA is so manipulative. Abo Helen, they are so manipulative. But anyway, just before we get right into it, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Zizipolo Pelwane. This is Simple Politics. This is a platform where we simplify politics for you to understand. This is a platform where we we talk about all things, everything happening in politics on a daily basis. We might not cover all the topics, but I do cover some of them that stand out for me. If obviously there's something that I have not covered, you'll definitely find it in another platform. So let's get to this point where the EFF, the MK members, and I see them, I've got a following on TikTok. So I always see them in my comment section where they always attack me that, no, you want to divide us and you shouldn't be dividing black people. We should be uniting black people, which I'm not against that. I'm not against that. I want us to take it back quickly to Floyd. When Floyd left the EFF to join the MK, if we were working together, and you knew that Floyd was a deputy president, and you celebrated him leaving the EFF and joining the MK, if you wanted Floyd expertise, couldn't we have arranged it in another way? And then you say, no, you know what? We don't want you to leave your party because we are working together. We are working to reach the top. But you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait to snatch him away. And yes, he wanted to be snatched. I get that. I get it. But you couldn't wait to poach him. Because Floyd didn't just decide to go to MK. There were discussions, there were offers put on the table. You couldn't wait. Fine, I'm not blaming the MK. I'm just going to this narrative that we are a family, we shouldn't divide the black people. And if we were a family and we're working towards one goal, members of the EFF shouldn't leave the EFF to join the MK if we are one. The fact that the members of the EFF will jump to MK or will be poached to some of them and jump, we are not a family. We are literally playing on the opposite sides. And and it seems like only the MK members believe that we are a family. Only them, they believe that but at what cost? This is another thing, because Bona, they have not lost anybody. And I want to see this play out. They have not lost anybody to for example, to the EFF. And I want to see how would they react if they lost someone who's high. Let's say they lost Tlamulo joins the EFF. How would they feel? Would they still preach this? Because I feel like they're also hypocrites preaching, sorry guys, preaching this thing that we are a family and we should stick together at our cost. At our cost. Hell no, guys. Hell no. Like, honestly, if you are a fighter and you still believe Ukuti, we are playing for the same tonton, we are together. Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. I think we've let them slide for far too long. We need to treat them as our enemy, as they are. I think we've let them off so easily. And it's just getting out of control. I don't mind members of the EFF leaving the EFF, joining the MK, but let us not pretend and act like we are buddy. Let's not act like we are working towards the same banner. Hell no, guys. That irritates me. And someone posted something on Twitter and said, one fighter, he said, it's gonna get to a point where we're gonna get really tired of MK, and I think I'm there. I'm already there. I'm so tired of MK. Where we're gonna get tired, and we're gonna treat them as our enemy. We're gonna treat them as our enemy. And I was listening to them. I was listening to I think I was reading the letter of Ntlamulo where Judge Hlope, and Judge Hlope has been removed, has been interdicted. DA has won the case where he's not allowed to sit on the JSC, the court. So at the end, that letter said, yeah, we're gonna speak with our members, and we're also gonna consult the Progressive Caucus. And I'm saying to myself, and I'm glad the EFF has not said anything regarding this. They've not released any statement. I want us to stay far away from anything that's got to do with MK. They must fight their battles alone. We've fought our battles alone. They must fight their battles alone. They must figure out whatever they want to figure out far away from us. Because if we're going to start and help them to fight their battles, no, we need to treat them as the enemy. We don't assist the DA with anything. We don't assist ANC with anything. In fact, we work to bring them down. So I think we're going to have to treat them as the enemy that they are now. And we're going to have to stop playing nice. This thing of us playing nice is really costing us. And you don't know how much they wanted Undlozi. You don't know how much they wanted Undlozi. You don't know how hard they've worked and tried to get Undlozi. You just don't know. And okay, I trust Undlozi's reasoning capabilities. Oh, Nkosiyam, I trust I would be so disappointed. I trust his reasoning capabilities. Anyway, just before I spend a lot of time ranting about this, I just want to quickly touch on this thing of Helen Zille. Helen Zille has been running with this narrative, Uguti. Oh, Helen Zille has issued an ultimatum to ANC, Uguti, they must return their mayor. What's his name? What's this guy's name? Is it Blink or Brink? Oh, Brink. They must return Brink. Or else Hebana, or else what? Because Helen is not going to do anything. They don't want to lose the power. They are not going to do anything that is going to jeopardize their power that they are getting. The problem is that I think there's a lot of noise coming from their members, because a lot of their members, they're asking Obana, when is it going to be enough? When is it going to get to a point where the DA says, you know what, you've gone too far, ANC, we're cutting our ties. When is it going to get to that point? That's what the DA members, they're saying, because they're saying now they've been compromised way too much. Lusufi is doing as he pleases. ANC in Gauteng is doing, so they're saying now they've been compromised way too much. So I think this is why now Helen Zille is issuing ultimatums, and it's not going to work. And Helen Zille has been quiet about Brink all this time. Now all of a sudden she wants him reinstated. Hell no. I think they're just seeing that their power is not as much as they thought. They don't have the power that they thought they actually had. They don't. So Helen Zille tweeted and said, Udi, Gauteng ANC has become the tail that wags the dog. Uti, they have become the tail that wags the dog. Uti Upanyaza Lusufi answered him and said, Gogo Helen Zille, the decision to support the motion of no confidence was taken by the National Working Committee of the ANC, and no amount of propaganda and misuse of media houses will change the narrative. The decision to not incorporate the DA in the Gauteng government of provincial unity was also taken by the national leadership of the ANC. The sooner you accept this reality, the sooner the healing process will begin. The Bella Bill Act was approved by the ANC NEC Subcommittee on Education and Health and fully voted by all MPs of the ANC in Parliament, not Gauteng. Insult us as you wish, call us names like rogue as you wish. Reality is the ANC will never be a branch of the DA. Now, Helen Zille has been throwing tantrums saying that Panyaza Lusufi is rogue, he's doing as he pleases, wara. So what Panyaza is trying to explain to him is that these decisions that have been taken, they were voted by the ANC. And all the MPs, they are not voted by me as Panyaza, because Helen Zille, they are calling Panyaza a rogue agent working with the ANC and with the EFF, and they're gonna corrupt Tswane again. Wara. So Panyaza yamxelela uthi, the sooner you accept the reality, the better. And you need to know that ANC is not the branch of the DA. Ever? We are two separate, but it's same thing that I want us to enforce. MK is not our branch. We are two separate parties under different banners. So alright, Upanyas, alright, I'm ingene up and I don't know why Cecilia Sprink is throwing such tantrums. He's not the first mayor to be removed. Ezinye mayors were removed. He's not the first mayor to be removed. So why now all of a sudden xa remove mayor ye-DA seku throw tantrums, giving ultimatums? So every time things don't go their way, baza issue ultimatums one for the what? Hey, I said so. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think, guys, because I feel like maybe I'm too emotional. I do like this emotional side of me, by the way. And today's video, I'm recording it as an EFF member. I do like the emotional side of me, because I care about my party, and I don't want to see the EFF destroyed in the name of uniting black people at our cost. Hell no. So we will defend the EFF with everything that we've got. We will defend our party with everything that we've got. And that is no retreat, no surrender, Shem, at all. Not at our cost. I don't care how much you want to unite black people, not at our cost. Let us work together and unite. But you can't be saying you want to unite by breaking me down. You say you want us to succeed by breaking me down. Hell no. Hell no. So, and I see Herman Mashaba has, now all of a sudden, the MK is clapping for Herman Mashaba, because Herman Mashaba has entered into the chat, and it must they are removing Dr. Hlop. So Herman Mashaba has gone in defending the MK. I want to read this letter. I hope it's not going to be long. So ActionSA to refer John Hlop's JSC matter to the Constitutional Review Court Committee. ActionSA wants Lendoga John Hlop MK to be reviewed to ipinde review issue, because obviously they're not happy with the outcome. Utubana, as the High Court interdict reveals a blind spot. Okay, so let's quickly read this letter. ActionSA is supporting the MK. Utu ActionSA uvuke nje bovu, yes. EDA imcaphukise weHerman uvuke inje bovu. He's coming for everything right now. So this is the letter from ActionSA. It says ActionSA will refer the John Hlophe matter to Parliament Constitutional Review Committee following the interdict preventing his appointment to the Judicial Service Commission, as we believe this underscores the urgent need for constitutional reforms to clarify the glaring contradictions in the eligibility criteria to public office, representing a clear constitutional blind spot. In light of the fact that John Hlophe is a duly elected member of Parliament, a position that meets all the constitutional requirements as per Section 47 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, ActionSA believes that an argument questioning his fitness to serve on the Judicial Service Commission presents a unique challenge and constitutional blind spot. This contention reveals a potential contradiction in the eligibility criteria for public office. On one hand, his election to Parliament signifies a recognition of his competence and ability to represent South Africa, while on the other hand, the claim that he is unfit for JSC, a deployment by the very house to which he was duly elected, raises questions about whether the standards for these two roles are misaligned, and we believe the judgment suggests. ActionSA would argue that if he is deemed fit to serve as the leader of official opposition in the same legislative body responsible for shaping the country's laws, it raises the question of why the prevailing standards would not apply to JSC and the other committee he currently serves on. This inconsistency underscores the need for a more consistent and transparent application of eligibility criteria to safeguard the integrity of both Parliament and the JSC in the future. ActionSA will therefore refer this matter to the Constitutional Review Committee to initiate a review process of applicable legislative rules and frameworks to seek to clarify the contradiction and ensure that eligibility standards for public office are consistent, transparent, and uphold the integrity of both Parliament and the Judicial Service Commission in this particular case. Which ilanduza anyway ActionSA lento ithethayo it's inyani ukubona, because John Hlophe is allowed to serve in Parliament, and now all of a sudden they don't want him to serve in the JSC. If he's not fit, he shouldn't have been fit to be in Parliament to begin with. They want to they want to change the rules to fit their agendas. Anything is a rule of law to them as long as it's aligned with them. And then there's this guy who is Gulam on Twitter who says that the biggest beneficiaries of the upcoming looting of Tshwane, they are already pushing a propaganda most now that Tshwane is gonna collapse, they're gonna loot. Imagine, they have not even resumed office. The biggest beneficiaries of the upcoming looting of Tshwane should the alliance of the EFF, ActionSA, and the Alex Mafia-controlled ANC Gauteng survive. Lots of infighting currently will be Julius Malema, Edwin Sodi, and his friends from the notorious Alex Mafia. That's what they call Banyasa. With this lot, it's never about service delivery, but only about looting and plundering. Every alliance that Julius Malema has been in, it has always been about looting, and every single alliance Malema and other parties always ended up in disaster. No alliance worked with the EFF. One thing about EDA, they will do anything to make the EFF disappear. Anything to make they are so scared of the EFF, and I don't know why. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please let me know, because yeah, I think I've said everything that I wanted to say out of my chest. And let me know let me know if you think, Zizi, you are just too emotional. If you think, Zizi, you are just too emotional, or if you agree with me, let me know in the comment section, so that we can engage. But I think we need to operate as different people, as oppositions, under different banners. Let us separate. Let us separate. Let us stand our ground, and let us show that we are alone. I think it's time for us to show that we are alone. We are not anyone's brother or sister. I know Malema said we are brothers. We are not brothers. We are nothing. We are nothing. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this episode. Aluta continua. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you should be ashamed of yourself, especially if you are always watching my videos. Please, my loves, make sure that you subscribe for me, so that I'm motivated to make more videos. You might not agree with me on every video, but at least this is my opinion. I'm honest. This is how I feel. I'm not going to hide how I feel because I want to be loved by everybody. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I've always been upfront and honest. If you don't like it, well, tough luck. Yeah, that's just how life is. We're not going to agree on everything. So, aluta continua. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Mwah!